see, spiders won't be that bad if they just weren't that scary looking. It also moved like that.
If all spiders looked like Lucas, I'd be fine.
If they looked more cartoonish.
Yes.
Yeah.
Less hair and more... Well, that also depends on the spider.
Oh yeah. Also, I was gonna say before we start the podcast, when it comes to talking about our weeks, like I know all of us have seen Infinity War, so all of us are gonna mention that we've seen it. Yeah. But I don't think we should say too much about it. I think we should just be like, it's a good movie.
Yeah, exactly. That's the plan. We're not going to talk about Infinity War.
Wait, you have seen it, right?
Yes, I saw it last night.
Okay, good. Yeah, we're not talking about Infinity War until Cold Ones later tonight.
If you want to know more about what we thought about Infinity War, watch the Cold Ones tonight.
Yeah. And welcome to the podcast.
Oh, so have we just already covered that base then?
Yes, we just did.
Baller.
Yeah.
But dumb.
So if you heard us in the last 30 seconds, we're not talking. All of us here have seen Infinity War. No, we're not going to talk about it on this podcast. We're talking about on the return of Cold Ones later tonight.
You are welcome for that, because anything we say will spoil the movie.
Oh yeah, we're spoiling the entire movie on that thing, and that will come with a spoiler warning in its fucking title.
So please, if you have not watched Infinity War, go watch it.
Go watch Infinity War.
And then watch the podcast.
And then
Throw Marvel money.
Yeah.
Marvel needs more money. Marvel needs money.
They need money for the money train. To keep powering the money train.
Marvel needs money.
Got, 20 more movies in the work?
Marvel needs more money to better fund the costume department for the live-action Teen Titans show.
Why is Marvel involved on the live-action Teen Titans?
Oh no, never mind.
They needed to fund better effects for Runaways.
There you go.
That too.
I remember seeing those promo in just images for live action Teen Titans. I was like, this looks bad. Real bad.
But it's so without the production on top of it.
It looks like a C-movie production.
I don't even think that was filming, though. I'm pretty sure that was just the cast chilling while they were waiting to start filming.
The Robin costume actually looks really good.
I haven't seen the Robin costume yet.
The Robin costume actually kind of looks like the Batman vs. Superman if Joker didn't destroy it.
Is Raven in this too?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
She has to be in this.
Yeah, she was shown the original pictures. They showed Starfire, the Changeling, or Beast Boy. Beast Boy.
Beastie Boy.
He
can take the form of anything you find at a beach.
Form of a pool noodle.
This is a poster they should have used for Infinity War. Ryan, I'm gonna send you that image. That should be the title image for the podcast.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, it's like the cartoon lineup minus Cyborg, and I think they also put Hawk and Dove in there.
Mm.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Cyborg.
I don't know if they're gonna do a Cyborg yet because of the whole.
He got Justice League.
He's a Justice Leaguer.
Well, here's apparently the embargo on not using characters on the movie. Cause there used to be a rule where they couldn't use characters on the movies and the TV shows. Because Arrow wanted to have a cameo of Harley Quinn, but they're like, no, we're making a Suicide Squad movie. You can't have Harley Quinn. And then, you have Deathstroke in there. Well, you have to get rid of him too, or Deadshot. You have to get rid of Deadshot because we're putting Deadshot in our movie, so you have to kill off your Deadshot.
Yeah, but they didn't do a Harley Quinn camp. The Harley Which one was it that did it was just they were in Arkham and they just heard Harley Quinn in the background?
Yeah, but that was supposed to be a fully fledged cameo instead of just a gag. But anyways, now that embargo was lifted, so they can use movie characters in the shows. So maybe Cyborg will show up in Supergirl or Legends of Tomorrow or something.
Yep.
Just
networking at the moment.
Maybe okay.
Up to date on
the score
once tonight. Yeah. Oh my god.
Hey Ryan,
how was your week?
Oh, I was gonna flip it around and ask Ryan how his week was.
Oh.
How was your week, Ryan?
My week's been fine. I did the Infinity War, and we did that. And you know what else I did? I beat Final Fantasy 15.
Shit.
I finally got around to doing that. You know what? You know what's weird? Is that I was probably about an hour or 2 away from the ending.
That's the time you played.
Like, I sat on it for a year. And I was like,
that's gotta hurt a little bit.
I could have had this done a long time ago. Fuck. But yeah, I like the ending. I think overall the story is it's one of the better Final Fantasies out there, at least for non-MMO ones. Trying to think. What was the last Final Fantasy I actually liked?
Was it like a Chocobo spinoff?
No.
Chocobo Racing.
So you think you can ride this Chocobo?
The last Final Fantasy Ryan liked was Kingdom Hearts 2.
Pretty much. Probably 9. I'd say 9's probably the last one I liked.
Oh, that's a good one.
Because I liked the combat in 10, but I didn't like the characters and story. And 13's kind of trash.
9 is the one I know the least
Like I just
about.
skipped 12.
I forget
exist.
12 exists.
Oh wait, no. 9 is the one with the tongue thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. There's a black mage there, and he's cool.
VD.
Yeah, no. And the MMO that I could care less about. Because I don't like MMOs.
I will probably eventually hop on 14. I have a couple friends who are trying to convince me. But I hear it's a really involved storyline. Like
Every time I try an MMO, I get so fucking bored. I'm like, yeah,
Time to harvest another 12 ogre hearts.
gotta get those drops, man. It's just like
Drops, more drops,
Drops.
more drops. So
Gotta
you
get
can
drops.
buy better gear so you can get better drops in
so
the
you
next
look
area.
better. I'm like, yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, I still want to play Monster Hunter World. And that's entirely just an MMO, but more single player, which I like.
It looks really good though.
I
Yeah,
do
it's
wanna
really
play it.
nice, and they're giving it regular
That's
support.
even more of a drops game than other MMOs.
I know, it's weird.
That's
I
MMO
think
drops the game.
My main problem is with MMOs, I don't want to have to fucking rely on an entire guild of people to do stuff. I want to do stuff by me.
I mean, I played
Or
Warcraft
small crew.
solo for like 3 years.
That's pretty impressive.
Damn.
Well, I got really bored because I wasn't doing raids or shit. I was just going around the main world and doing quests and getting drops and completing quests and doing drops to get more gear for more quests, for more areas, for more drops, for more quests, for more gear.
All the drops!
And I got a
Drops,
gator.
drops.
Everybody! Maybe that's the other reason why you have to move out.
Yeah.
We're not going to be able to be as loud in your new place. Or will we?
I don't know.
Or
Maybe.
Maybe
It'll be more soundproof.
We probably
We're on
should.
the top floor.
We probably shouldn't.
As you all know, sound only travels up and not
Yeah.
down.
No.
So if you're on the top floor...
We probably shouldn't yell that loud though, because there might be someone that gets like, "What the fuck's going on up there?"
It's fine. It's all good.
This is fine.
If we yell loud enough, the house will still be screaming when the new people move in.
Besides that, I also, I started Deus Ex Human, not Human Revolution, I beat that. Mankind Divided, which this happens after Human Revolution, when all the augmented people accidentally went crazy one day and killed a lot of people. Because neurochips are horrifying! So right now I'm in the middle of Prague as Adam Jensen, and everyone hates me. Unless you're augmented, then everyone hates you as well.
Congrats.
I love racism!
Like, isn't this the same problem that Detroit is having?
At least it's being well done. Is the problem? Is
Okay.
the difference is that this is a well done story with well-rounded characters and a good narrative.
It's racism
another
derived
Square
from
game.
the world existing instead of just taking, hey, you remember when bad
Hey,
things happened
remember Blade Runner? We're gonna make video game Blade Runner.
No,
And it's like you didn't actually watch Blade Runner.
But when you do the fantasy racism, you have to derive it from actual things that people would not like about the fantasy people, instead of just saying, hey, remember when bad things happen to black people? What if that? Except they're all white robots.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, Deus Ex is actually good.
Okay.
It's pretty good. It's actually a very engrossing game. And also, I like the upgrade system.
I've played no Deus Ex. All I know is that there's robots, and in one of the trailers, there's a guy who looks like Travis Touchdown, but serious.
That's Adam Jensen.
There you go.
That is Adam Jensen.
He's gonna be in Smash.
Man, that would be fucking great. His final Smash is that he stabs you with his fucking arm thing. His Baraka arm. Except instead of it like a bone blade with a tip, it's just a metal rod that's square on the end.
Fatality.
That thing looks fucking brutal when you stab people with it.
Talk about square peg and round hole.
Also, I think I've killed a grand total of like one person so far.
Good job.
And I've fought like over 100 at this point.
There
Pacifist
goes your
route.
pacifist route. You killed one.
Well, he had it coming. I was out of trank ammo, and he was too far for me to punch him, so I had to shoot him in the head. And I also watched, how do you fucking pronounce it? It's the,
Megalobox?
Well, no, I'm always watching that. New show, that just released,
Agretsuko?
Yes, Agretsuko. I watched that.
Oh, yeah.
I need to watch
the
that.
Sanrio show, which is, if you don't know who Sanrio is, you actually do know who Sanrio is because of one character. Hello Kitty.
Oh, yeah.
Those guys. They own Agretsuko. And that show's fucking great. It's actually a really good dub, and I enjoyed it.
Oh, did you know they make it cool?
Yeah. It's on Netflix right now. It's like, every episode's like 15 minutes. So
it's half episodes.
yeah, you can just crush it like I did. And I also watched a documentary last night called Ice Guardians, which is on enforcers in hockey. Basically, the history of the role and what its purpose was and where they kind of fit in with the grand scheme of hockey and where they are kind of now in this modern NHL. And it's actually a really interesting, like, story, more or less, of just, like, these guys were basically the sheriffs on the ice. Like, they kept the order. Like...
Boy, am I glad that he's the sheriff and I'm frozen out here.
Pretty much, yeah. But there's a reason why, like, Wayne Gretzky had over 2,000 points. Is because no one fucked with him because he had, like, 6 guys who would beat their fucking ass if someone took a run at him. And why that doesn't happen anymore? Well, actually, why it happens way more now. Like, why do you think Steven Stamkos misses, like, 50 games a year because his fucking ACL's torn apart because some dude threw him into the fucking boards? Because there's no guy to be like, I'm going to fucking beat your ass now because you did that to our star fucking player. And why, like, Sidney Crosby missed a whole year because of concussions because someone just fucking elbowed him in the face. It's like...
Elbow you in the
That's
face.
why there was guys like Rob Ray, Tony Twist, was it Rick Schultz, the most penalized guy in all of hockey? Like, those guys kept the peace. And since they're not there anymore, it's a lot rougher now. But yeah, it's a really good watch. I recommend it to anyone who wants to learn more about hockey, honestly. Yeah. That's my week. Hey, Duncan. How was your week?
Pretty good. It started off with my birthday on Sunday.
Birthday.
Oh yeah, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I was working.
Oh, that's all right. Everyone but you who said who were given invites to showed up. Of course you had a reason, so it's fair.
I'll buy something pretty at Fan Expo.
You're what, 32 now?
Yeah, 32.
Fuck off, you're 26.
Alright. Sure, I'll take that. I'll take it. New games, I haven't really touched any. Just more Blizzard, more or less.
Get that grind.
Well, they had to get. Freaking Monday they reset the arcade games, so I can get some more free loot boxes. I wound up getting one more legendary before the event ended.
I didn't play any of the event. I feel bad now. I bought this laptop pretty much for Overwatch, and now I've stopped playing Overwatch.
Good job.
On that note, freaking Brigitte is now live in the competitive circuit, and Reinhardt remains are threatening to quit because there's too many stuns in the game, and that's all that happens to Reinhardt's now is they just get stun gamed.
Fuck you, Dad. Oh wait, no, her dad's Torbjorn.
No, yeah.
I keep forgetting because she looks like Reinhardt.
Yeah.
What if there was a Brigitte skin that was Reinhardt, and a Reinhardt skin that was Brigitte?
No, it's for Torbjorn. She has a skin that makes her look like Torbjorn. She's got a bunch of red armor, and she's got like
they all got skins that look like other heroes, but played completely differently.
That'd be interesting.
So just like a straight up Widowmaker skin, but she plays like
Junkrat.
A Junkrat Widowmaker skin.
Just takes the model
oh shit, here's the Widowmaker. Here's the Widowmaker, and then she like whips a tire out of nowhere.
just it's just like those like weird Smash mods where like Pikachu is Samus. It's still stretched out,
and all the voice lines are Junkrat with a shitty French accent.
Torbjorn as
Bonjour.
Torbjorn as Reinhardt, and it's just fucking this shrunken like Reinhardt. There's money there. You could do something with that.
The next event is coming up.
Diva as Winston.
The anniversary.
And Diva as Winston, and when the mech blows up, she turns into the cat with the jetpack.
Yeah.
Yes. Jetpack cat. Oh, other than that, I have a Google Home now. My mom got me that as a present.
Oh, really?
Do you use it for, like, useful things, or do you ask it silly shit?
I looked online and see what silly stuff I could ask it. The really fun thing is, as soon as I set it up and I said, like, how's my, hey Google, how's my day? It's like, oh, it's April 29th. Oh, it's your birthday. And it blew a kazoo, and then you can hear confetti blast off in the background. I thought that was pretty cute.
Oh, damn. It knows.
And I got this awesome Game Boy Color watch.
Yeah, I just noticed that. That's cool.
That's fucking cool.
It's something I would never, if I saw it, I'd never buy it because I thought it was cheesy, but now since I got it as a gift, it's like, you know what? I could rock this.
I'll wear that.
No, all in all, friend who didn't show up on my birthday, who was out of the city, said, it's like, oh, pick a place, we'll eat there. It's like, okay. It's like, oh, I haven't been to Montana's, let's go to Montana's. And then I got there, it's like, oh, wait.
I saw the video of that.
Oh, wait, they do the stupid hat thing.
That's only if you bring it up. Who was the asshole who brought it up?
Well, you only get the free dessert if you do the hat.
Fuck.
They of course my friend
run out of the building.
My friend brought it up and I said, no, I don't. And then when we finished our meals, like, you want to bring up the dessert menu? And then the waiter, or the waiter goes like, oh, yeah, too bad you didn't want to put on the hat. You don't get the free dessert. It's like, what? Okay, bring it out.
God, did you wash your hair after that?
Yeah, I did.
Good.
Because there's a good 4 other people who had that helmet during my stay there alone.
I may have told this to you guys elsewhere, but the audience hasn't heard, that my grandpa declared if we ever take him to Montana's and tell them it's his birthday, he would disown us all.
Yeah, that's the right reaction.
You know what, that's fair.
That's fair. You're all out of the will.
That being said, I do want to go to Montana's because they have good chicken waffles.
They have good food there.
They
just don't go on your birthday.
Yeah.
Go on Wednesday.
Or if someone is like
ribs.
Oh, sounds like someone's getting that. No, I'm not. I'm not getting that fucking hat. You get that shit away from me, fucker. You come anywhere near with me, I will rob this place.
Boy, if you come at me with that hat, I am going to find glass in my food.
Boy.
Speaking of boys. How's your week, Austin?
Completely skipped over Tanner, but
We're doing like a zigzag.
oh wow.
Changing it up.
My week was good. Like everyone else here. It was
Yeah.
Infinity War.
Yeah.
It was a movie that you should see.
We had a lot of shenanigans in line.
And once the movie was done.
Yeah.
Well, I now get one of the memes now since I finally watched yesterday.
What was...
Austin, I'm not feeling so good.
Yeah, that one, that meme.
You're never feeling good, bitch.
Let's see, what else happened this week? Started work again this week. It's been an experience.
I bet it has.
Fuck.
You told us about it earlier. It's like, fuck, man.
Not gonna bring up everything that happens at my job because I
Yeah.
could be here for a while. What else? Oh, went and saw Papa Roach last night.
Oh, really?
Fuck, they were great. Put on a great.
I wish
fucking
I
show.
cared about Papa Roach. No. I just don't care for the music. I bet they put on a good live show.
Oh fuck yeah, they do.
Is it illegal for me to call him Roach Daddy?
I mean, there are people in line saying Pappy Roach, and I'm like, this is.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Roach Daddy's on another level.
Yeah.
That's
Roach Daddy's someone that gives you weed.
There you go. Now, being someone who knows nothing about Papa Roach, does that still sync with them?
Kinda, yes.
Yeah, there you go.
No, their show was fantastic, and just like as a moment of like, fuck it, why not? I now have tickets to Jimmy Carr when he comes into town.
Ooh.
Because and then as soon as Jim Jeffries tickets come online, then I'm buying those because I like Jim Jeffries as well. Oh yeah, my last exam was this week.
Yeah.
That was a thing that I'm happy is over.
Daddy Roach drives a 98 Voyager.
You know what? That makes sense. I get that.
Want to get him smoke a bowl? I'm like, no.
Besides that, I finished God of War already.
Oh, nice.
I finished the main story, but there's a lot of other shit
Lost
stuff to
side
do.
quest, huh?
And I watched.
Does it set up a sequel?
You finished Dad of Boy.
Yeah.
It definitely sets up a sequel.
Yeah, it does.
There's gonna be another game, and I'm very hyped for it. But they left it on a note just like, oh, by the way, this is what happened while you were gone.
Oh, that's great.
Like, I don't know if I want to spoil the ending on it, but if you guys wanted to know it, I can tell you.
No.
I-
Well, don't do it on the podcast. And also,
I
don't do it
wanna
with me
know.
around.
Oh yeah, you want to play it.
I want to play it.
I also want to play it, and I probably won't be playing it until like the summer.
Dad.
But
Son.
just so you know, there are compilations. There are compilations out there of how many times
I knew
Kratos
it.
says "boy,"
Boy.
and it's fantastic.
Is it like... I think I saw one was like 15 minutes, but I think there's ones that are longer.
Yeah, there are ones that are longer, and it's like, no, it's every time he says "boy," because he says "boy" a lot in that fucking.
Does he ever call him by his name?
Yes, sometimes. There are some times where he calls him by his name. Not a lot, but there are times.
Call me by your name.
Does Kratos fuck a peach?
No.
Say my name.
Boy.
Don't be sorry.
And now I have a coworker that's been officially named.
Boy.
Nope. Dad bod Kratos.
Oh, boy. Fuck.
You already know
I
who
think
it
I
is
already
too.
know.
Cause he's bald, he has a beard, and like, it's like, yeah, it just works. So now he's like started yelling, "Boy!"
I'm gonna message you and see if I know who it is.
But that was pretty much my week. Papa Roach was awesome. Infinity War is a movie you should see.
I should go see fucking Infinity War if you haven't, people.
Get out from underneath your rock.
And now I'm just waiting for Deadpool. because that's the next thing. It's like I'm hyped for, because Deadpool is Deadpool, and he is amazing. Yep.
I forgot to go to 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
I forgot to go to 7-Eleven. I think 7-Eleven's doing like a Deadpool promotion thing right now.
It's a Deadpool promotion where they'd kill you.
I know that they're selling.
It was a Deadpool promotion.
I know they're selling.
I won the Deadpool.
They're selling Slurpee cups where Deadpool scratched out the slurp, so they're just pea cups.
That's great. Speaking of great, let's get into news.
Oh, fuck you!
Wow. So, a rumor coming out, Square Enix. Hey, Tanner!
You see that vein protruding from his forehead.
And just like that, Tanner doesn't come back on the
Veins
podcast.
popping.
Boy, you about to lose your Power Rangers expert.
Oh no!
Yes,
I need you for a later story.
I haven't watched their show in like 3 months.
What the hell are you to be eating
Ninja
now?
Steel is really average.
Oh no.
What did I do this week? I watched RuPaul, as usual. I'm staying caught up.
Unlike some people.
It was an emotional episode. Speaking of which, you need to get caught up for Friday, because the next episode is Snatch Game, and Chris wants us to have a viewing party.
Okay, yeah, I'll get caught up.
An event. I think we need to tell that to Yvette more heavily.
Yeah.
And I also caught up on S.H.I.E.L.D., which I don't know if I want to talk about this now or in the other podcast. Because,
Maybe the other podcast.
well, I mean, because it doesn't really have that much to do with Infinity War. Like, they reference the events, but they haven't gone into, like, if you haven't seen Infinity War, but you're watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you're not getting exposed for Infinity War otherwise than the fact that things happened in New York. Like, that's what this is like, man, did you hear about stuff happening in New York? Oh, that's crazy, but I'm really busy with, like, being a spy, or something like that. It feels like they're gearing up for this to be the final season, though, because they've been doing a lot of callbacks to previous seasons, and, like, everything kind of coming to a head. But at the same time, looking at the ratings of them compared to other ABC shows, it's also really possible that they might get renewed. Probably for, like, a final season. There's, like, would they call them up, like, hey, this is going to be your last season. We know the last one you thought was going to be the last season, but this is definitely going to be the last season.
Yeah.
Does that mean Coulson can come back to...
Well, he's coming back in Captain Marvel, but that's in the 90s, so I'm not sure if it counts.
But does
It'll be
that...
young Coulson.
But
Yeah.
Does that mean
Oh, God, I hope they give him hair.
No, he's still bald.
Okay.
Does that mean
They gave Sam Jackson hair.
Yeah, they did.
There's set pictures, and he's got, like, hair.
I would love it he had, like, Pulp Fiction hair.
See, I was about to say that, and then I realized
Yeah.
this Pulp Fiction hair is actually pretty sizable. It's like, actually, it's like more like Unbreakable hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
It's
Season 10 already? What to watch?
Yeah.
so
Season 10.
it's been out 3 years.
Season 10?
What else
But
did I do?
each season is like 2 months.
Yeah.
Fortnite's already on season 4.
What the fuck?
It was my grandmother's birthday over the weekend.
Hey, congrats.
Yeah.
She's 95.
Nice.
She knew we were there, which was nice.
Okay,
Even
that's
though
good.
several
good.
times she mentioned that she wouldn't have recognized me if she saw me on the street because my hair is so short.
Oh.
And there wasn't a puzzle going, because I always do a jigsaw puzzle when I go there, because I always have a nap, but there wasn't, so I had no idea what to do with myself. But I am first in line to inherit a bookshelf,
Hey, nice.
which I really need.
Hey, guess what? I've inherited a bookshelf and a bookcase.
It's not a competition,
But
Ryan.
are you giving them to me?
If I had known,
Maybe.
I already,
Oh, okay. Thanks.
I already sold mine.
Nice.
I also got to meet my cousin's kids for the first time in a while.
Hey,
Because
that's
whenever we've been visiting, they've been busy.
Okay.
So I met Kendall, who her favorite word is yeah.
Nice.
They'll be like,
That's a good
hey,
one.
hey Kendall, say hi to great grandma. Yeah. And then like they're kind of like parading her around, introducing her to everyone else, and she like kind of like do the like hand half in mouth kind of half wave at them, and then she got to me and she just immediately climbed into my lap.
Oh.
You're the chosen one.
I'm the chosen one. I'm the child whisperer. I mean, it's like with my other cousins' kids, I was just dual wielding babies for them over Christmas.
Just saying, use those powers for good.
Yeah.
Teach them the way.
When I get my own kids, I'm gonna be unstoppable.
Teach him the way.
No.
Not that one.
I also started the book club book In Cold Blood, which I like.
Oh, I
need to
finished
start
it.
that.
Oh my god, I want
also
to read
need
more.
to get that.
It is intimidating
It's
because
a
it's like 340 some pages with small print.
Oh, great.
But it got me in pretty well.
Okay, weekend book.
Got me hooked on true crime books. I'm totally hooked.
It's not a true crime book.
Well,
I'm pretty sure it's not true crime.
Sabrina
I looked it up.
described it as
There's
a true crime.
yeah,
That
it's a
being
true
said,
crime.
if you like true crime, you should. You know what? I know what I'm gonna get you for your birthday now. If I can find it in time.
Watch The Thin Blue Line. That's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good documentary. It's a true crime.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What else did I do? And I played some Pokemon because I'm still working through my Wonder Trading play of Sun. I switched some team members out, so I took out Gyarados and Venipede, and now I have a Shelgon and a Toxapex.
Oh, nice.
In a Beast Ball. Again. What? When I got a Magikarp in a Beast Ball, I understood, because Magikarp's catch rate is like 1,000.
Yeah.
So it's so easy. But Toxapex is a low catch rate, and also, it's incredibly hard to find in the wild, because you have to, like, bait Corsola until they beg for death. And then it shows up to give it to them. And so that person must have just been constantly throwing Beast Balls at the thing until they caught it.
It also seems to have an incredibly low catch rate on
I
normal
know.
Pokemon.
I know, and then Beast Ball makes it like 5 times harder.
Like, I want a challenge.
Yeah.
The beast always wants a challenge.
I mean, that and Johto Balls. Like, you'll see them like, yeah, I want a level 100 Dialga, shiny with maxed IVs and EVs, and in return, I'll give you a Tropius, but it's in a heavy ball. So, it's pretty fair trade.
Hey, man, you know, this one's in a lure ball.
Nice. Actually, my Shelgon is in a lure ball.
Oh, fucking God. That's great.
And my, what is it? It's the one with the salad fingers. Shiinotic. It's in a friend ball.
Friends.
Friend ball.
Out of these which friend? Out of these, what? Oh my God! What's that fucking video?
What meme?
Ha la 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 la. Ha la 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 la.
Ba.
Ha ba. Ha ba 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 ba.
Ba 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 ba.
Ha ba 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 ba.
This shit's gone off the rails.
How far are we in? 30 minutes!
Okay, that's a record.
Look up the Dog of Wisdom.
The Dog of Wisdom is great.
Also, I indirectly shared that version, but with that shitty animation from Darlene and the Franks onto our Twitter.
Oh, is that the one with the lip flaps?
Yeah, the super
See,
lip flaps.
I thought that was Sea Control for a while.
Ba.
For some reason, I thought that was from Sea Control.
No,
and
that's like 2018 anime.
Which makes sense, though, because I was sitting here thinking, why is Sea Control getting dragged all of a sudden?
Yeah. That's odd.
On that note, The Living Tombstone is a great YouTube band.
He is.
If you're gonna drag Sea Control, drag it for the terrible English.
Well, you see, English is great. It's all. If someone says bad English, they mean that their voice acting is good. Wanna get into some news?
No.
Okay. All right, we're done. All right, cool. Mitomo's closing down.
What?
Yeah.
No, I didn't hear what's closing down.
Mitomo is closing very
Okay.
soon, but Nintendo is allowing you to save your Miis.
I thought you said Tumblr was closing down.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Tanner for 2 seconds, like, no!
We're free. But no, that's just a story I saw. Also, Valve is adding Switch Pro controller support to Steam.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Does this mean we're getting Nintendo games on the Steam? No, we're not. It's just being added for you lazy fucks.
For you who think that the Joy-Cons are the most powerful controller out there, now you can finally use them to play fucking Minecraft or some shit.
Yeah.
Play Spore with the Joy-Con.
Yeah.
Neither of those
So those
games are
aren't
on
Joy
Steam.
concerts.
Yeah, I
It's
bought
just
Spore
straight
off
up-
Steam, you
Oh,
fool.
shh. Okay.
Yeah.
I fucked up one of them.
You know what else is fucked up?
What?
God, so fucking much. Like, you have to be more specific.
Specifically for this news article of apparently Square Enix ditched all of CyberConnect 2's work on Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Oh boy.
And like, yeah, no, we're just gonna do it all ourselves.
I love how,
now.
like, for the past few months, we've almost always had an article to some degree of, they're hiring more people for Final Fantasy VII Remake, but this is normal. And this person's like, no, this isn't fucking normal. Everything's bullshit.
Yeah, this one's a bit odd.
It's all bullshit. This is all bullshit.
Do I think the article itself feels like it could be
Okay.
bullshit too?
So,
Yeah, kind of, but like this is mostly just reporting from one dude on Reddit who was like, I have some know-how.
I work in the games industry in Japan.
My uncle works
Exactly!
at Sega.
My uncle at Square Enix said that Crash Bandicoot is gonna be a summon for FF7.
Fucking A.
alright, so I want to play the counterpoint to this because we heard the news of them saying, it's like, hey, no, we got this. This is going to be an awesome game.
Yeah.
We're just going to rebuild the combat system. And then all of a sudden, now this guy who claims he's I think from what I read, he was part of the team. He's worked for both C2C.
I think he was like a part of like something in Japan. Like he worked in Japan.
And he knew the people, but he can't say them by name because of the fact it would hurt his job.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden he goes out of nowhere and saying, he's like, no, they shat on C2C and they're not using any of their work.
So he's claiming that C2, like the past 4 years of work that has been done is more like 2 years of work because they cut off CyberConnect 2's work.
Yeah.
Ever since they moved development from half internal, half CyberConnect, all of it to internal, which in turn is probably the reason why Kingdom Hearts got delayed.
Yeah.
Because they're so focused on Final Fantasy that Kingdom Hearts is probably suffering in development because of that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't want to think about that because.
Well,
I don't think it's suffering in terms of quality, more just
delays.
not all hands are on deck for that.
Like, that's why the release date for Kingdom Hearts 3 has been such a huge question mark this whole time. Is probably because they needed to keep delaying it to bring people off of that to help work on FF7.
Because that's kind of how Square has operated over the last, 20 years. Of, they will get everyone in on one project and kind of, not give a fuck about anything else for a while.
Yeah.
So, I think once Kingdom Hearts is out the door, then it's all hands on deck.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII Remake.
And I'm honestly
going to work on
surprised.
16 or... Hell, I could see less content for 14 come out in recent years, probably because of Final Fantasy VII.
I'm surprised that they didn't, from the start, have FF7 be done almost completely internally, because it's gonna be the game that everyone is looking at, as close as they can, because it's gonna be judged so hard.
Yeah, exactly. It's really hard to do a remake for such a loved, a valued game.
Yeah.
I love, it's still one of my favorite Final Fantasies, but I'm gonna try to, when it does eventually finally come out, I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm not gonna be hypercritical for it.
But that's the thing, so good on you for not being hypercritical, but I know there will be huge fans. You're this thing was changed too much, so the whole game is bullshit and Square Enix has betrayed me. And I want my money back.
Mana Bar, one of the admin of their Facebook page posted up of man, I'm not supporting this anymore because they're going away from the original vision of Final Fantasy. I'm like, you're a bar in Saskatoon. I don't give a fuck about you guys. But
there's a whole story behind that too, in my opinion. But this is the situation of they announced this way too early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They pulled the trigger and got the fervor going. And then they kind of realized, we are not where we want to be right now for episode.
Well, to be fair though, so that's not entirely their fault because they thought they'd be further along than they were.
Yeah, plans go awry, of course, but I think knowing them, they're the series that took 10 years to release Final Fantasy 16, which wasn't originally Final Fantasy 16. It was versus 13, and then
when
they
did
pivoted.
16 come out?
You mean 15?
Yeah, that's.
Fuck! I made a mistake.
Oh shit! He's from the future.
I'm from the future.
He's been made.
Oh, I know too much. Don't worry, things get better for you guys, not for me.
Okay, but and also so circle the calendar. 10 years from now, Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah, from now, this date. No, it took 15. No, it took 10 years to come out. It was originally 13 verses. I was fucked.
Took it a second, but we got there.
We got it.
I forgot to bring this up at the beginning before the podcast. We missed an article that we were going to talk about last week.
What was it?
Ditto.
Oh yeah, sort of Ditto. Did anyone play that? Because
No,
I looked at it.
I wanted
to. Looks really cool.
That
looks
fun.
So cute and adorable.
What's it on
amazingly
Switch?
fun.
I think it's on
PS4.
I think it's everything like PS4, Xbox. I'm not sure if Switch is out yet.
Yeah, we can move on.
But, yeah.
I will find out this information right now.
I think the article was just, hey, Sword Reveal is coming out next week. It looks good. Get it.
Actually, we'll
Right.
Listening, I listened to a podcast talking about it, and they were like, if you liked the classic Link to the Past,
which is my favorite Zelda.
Yeah, best Zelda.
That was my first Zelda.
Yep, same here.
I can't remember if I liked it.
Well, I hope you did. It's a good game.
I usually don't actually like Zelda games. The only two I've liked were Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks. I tried playing.
Wow, the bad ones.
I tried playing the Ocarina of Time remake and I couldn't get into it.
That's fair. I think Ocarina is a bit overrated, in my opinion.
Sword of Ditto will launch on PC and PS4.
Okay.
No love for Xbox.
We got off that train.
Yeah,
I wasn't even on that train initially.
I was on that train.
When was this? It said tomorrow. So yeah, it's already out. It's been out for like a week now.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it came out on the 24th.
Okay.
But yeah, no, the guy who was reporting all of this, what's his fucking name? This was all talked about in a recent Reddit thread from Dan Sukasa, game designer.
Mikasa.
On 7's art director. Had plenty to say about the project, of course. You claimed that CyberConnect 2's work content was unusable, actually.
Cool.
Just throwing them under the bus.
Yeah.
So, maybe there's more to this, but in recent developments, this guy's, he deleted, his Reddit and all that. So, I don't know, maybe there's some falsehood to this.
Yeah, I think he's just throwing shade.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to see
what Square Enix has to say.
Yeah. Unless there's an official statement of this. Take it with a grain of salt. But also, I wouldn't be surprised if this is the current situation.
We'll see what's going on because E3 is in the horizon.
We are 2 months out?
I think.
Less? Like a month?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be start June.
Okay, so May, June. Yeah, a month out.
A month out. I think we'll get another trailer for episode 1 of Final Fantasy 7.
We'll get something.
Yeah.
We'll get more cutscene stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of gameplay.
Maybe. I expect the combat's pretty much going to be 50. I keep on
15.
calling it 16. I don't know why.
Yeah, no, 15. You can't go wrong with 15 battle. I finally got a chance to play 15, and I was critical about the whole active gaming. But as soon as I found, I was like, oh wait, there's a turn-based mode. I can take my time with this shit. So yeah,
I definitely got used to it after a while.
Yeah.
I like it, but I still prefer turn-based combat.
Yeah, no, still.
And also, Atlas proved turn-based combat is still a popular thing with JRPGs. Look at Persona 5.
Yeah.
Yippers.
Sticking with Square, though.
Continuing with that.
Kingdom Hearts 3 voice actors hint at the return of 2 popular fan favorite characters. Square's been pretty tight on rumors for Kingdom Hearts 3. Learned that some key voice actors may be returning to voicing fan favorite characters from the series. The first character being Zigbar.
Yeah.
It was voiced by James Patrick Stewart. And Luxord. Is that
Yes.
right? Yeah. Okay.
Those are like the easiest to pronounce ones.
Yeah. Even then, there's X's there. I'm like, how do you do that? He played with Robin Atkin Downs, so...
Rowan Atkinson?
No.
Okay.
Robin Atkin Downs. Both of them have been saying stuff on their Twitter recently. Like, James Patrick Stewart was like, I can't say I have been working on it. I also can't say I haven't been.
Well, Patrick Stewart.
From what I understand about the current state of affairs in the Kingdom Hearts verse is that Zigbar should be coming back because he's like possessed by Zeinhort.
Yeah.
How the fuck they come up with these names?
Well, they take a normalish name.
Take a name there, scramble it, and throw an X.
Like
in
they
there.
literally do. Like the cutscene, like, what's your name? I don't know, I'm a nobody. Okay, well your original name was Sora, so we're just gonna summon an X from the sky. Bouncy bounce, you're Roxas now.
Yeah.
You're a Sorax.
She's
Yeah.
the Sorax.
We're gonna name you Shion, because you don't exist.
Don't ask questions.
You're gonna be...
That's the naming convention I came up for maybe my best D&D campaign character. I took an X and I threw it in my name and scrambled it.
You were Nyarks.
No. Raxon.
Okay.
R-A-X-Y-N.
You know that's not that bad.
You should have been Nyarks.
No, that's dumb. My character was also a warlock who got high.
So a warlock.
Yeah. He was great. He created an alternate dimension by hitting a crit. It was great. And also Devouring Dark, when you hit a crit, is the most horrifying description you can think of.
As long as you don't become a Q block.
Have you ever heard of Japanese Tentacle Born? I think that went with Darkness.
Oh my.
It wasn't great. It wasn't great to hit that crit.
Oh my.
They were suffering.
Now I'm just thinking of Venom.
Are you thinking of that, like, comic panel of... Who is it? Is it
I think it's
Hawkeye?
Clint, yeah.
It's Clint? And he's just monster fucker Clint?
No shirt, the come hither eyes, Venom like embracing him from behind, no contents, no context, and apparently this is from Norman Osborn's perspective?
I was like, what? This is a weird assortment of characters.
But anyways, like as usual, Vatty, what that tongue do?
Yeah. Stop it.
Stop it.
Get some help. Sony is jerking themselves off because they sold 79 million units worldwide.
And they just want us to know that.
Yeah.
79 million people bought Overwatch machines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they bought it early, waiting for Final Fantasy 7 or Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
And they're just setting it off to the side.
It's just
Yes, I'll admit that for the first 5 months of owning a PlayStation, it was the Overwatch machine, but I bought it knowing that there would be future games that I would need it for.
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably, God of War probably has a little to do with that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God of War.
Yeah, a little influence.
God of War, Horizon.
Yeah.
Digimon.
Yep.
That was a huge mover for PlayStations.
Yeah. Big.
The Crash
remaster. Hear that there's
there's
apparently a game currently in development called Monster Breeder. It's likely just going to be a Digimon movie or game. Yeah.
Or it could be a Monster Rancher.
Yeah, that too. It could be a
I
Monster
want
Rancher.
a game where I can
I was transported to a faraway land, to a world where monsters rule. I play the game like an ace, now I'm in this place to save the mouses from the evil moo.
I need an old game like that. I love the old game. It was like, put a random disc into your PlayStation and it'll summon a monster.
Okay.
I put a Linux.
I put the PlayStation format disc in there.
Apparently that summons a specific monster too.
Damn it!
It's like a shiny Suezo or some shit.
That's odd.
I put a freaking a Linux installation disk in there, and I got a Golem. That's the one I remember. But no, they need to do that
put
update.
McAfee in there. All it did was give my PlayStation viruses.
You should have used Norton.
Security software is a bunch of horse shit. You know that? McAfee comes pre-installed and shit. It's like, why? It doesn't do fuck all. It just takes up space. It's like a freeloading ass dude living down by the river.
In a van.
Down by the river.
There was a Sandra Bullock movie from the 90s called The Net.
Yeah.
And the villains used their new security software to move viruses onto a bunch of people's computers, which is an interesting concept. But it's also a computer movie from the 90s, which means that the internet can do everything, and literally anyone you meet on the net is trying to kill you.
Yep. All of them.
Accurate.
And no... Everyone trusts the information on computers. No one thinks, hey, maybe there was an error in the computer.
Yeah, I would prefer us to go back to those days of don't trust people on the internet. And the internet is full of lies instead of everyone taking everything they see on the internet as the truth.
I never believed anything.
Patriot Eagle Man says that Hillary is a murderer. It's like, oh,
The only things on the computer...
Sure it is, Mom.
The only things on the internet I ever believed were my Magic School Bus entertainment games.
Yeah.
They say they're turning the frogs gay.
The water's turning the frogs gay.
Newsflash, asshole! The frogs have been gay this whole time! Life finds a way.
That's not how you open the jar of pickles.
I think Alex Jones needs a visit from Dr. Dill.
That man... Oh, that's a good one. Saving that.
Twas me.
Okay.
So, John Wick Chapter 3 gets first synopsis promo poster, you know? You dig?
I dig.
Yeah,
Because Chapter 2 was great as well.
That was really good.
I was laughing. I saw this picture on Facebook recently. It was like, you're paid $15 million. Would you take $15 million to kill this guy's puppy? And with a picture of John Wick, I'm like, fuck you. Fuck that.
So here's my question. Can I see John Wick 2 without seeing 1?
No.
Am I not? Oh, I'm not the only one who hasn't seen either one.
Can
I
I
was about
watch
to say, it's like, I
John
haven't
Wick
seen either
2
one.
if I only read the Wikipedia summary of John Wick 1?
Just watch John Wick 1.
I don't want to see the puppy die.
I didn't want to either, but I did, and luckily it's not too long.
They don't actually, show the puppy killed. They just show its body.
Well, that's bad too.
I'm pretty sure you can find the timestamp in which it happens and skip it.
Timestamp, skip that part.
I saw it in theaters. I had to see it.
Yeah.
It hurt me.
I saw it at home, and no one told me that puppy would get hurt or die.
And then they haven't seen it.
See, my mom almost went to go see it, and then I had to tell her, but you know what starts it, right? And then she didn't see it, which is good, because she would have been messed up if she watched it without knowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, nah, $15 million to kill John Wick's puppy, that's not enough money.
No.
So the synopsis of this is, John Wick, Keanu Reeves, is on the run for 2 reasons. He's being hunted for a global $14 million open contract on his life, and for breaking a central rule. Taking a life on Continental Hotel grounds. The victim was a member of the high table who ordered the open contract. John should have already been executed, except this Continental's manager, Winston, has given him a 1-hour grace period before his excommunicado. Membership revoked. Banned from all services and cut off from other members. John uses his service industry to uses the service industry to stay alive as he fights and kills his way out of New York City.
Badass.
So his sidekicks are gonna be like grocery baggers and shit?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm down for another John Wick.
Yeah, John Wick's pretty good. I'm down for that. Yeah.
Sounds good.
John Wick. Guy who's playing Han Solo will return as Han Solo after Solo.
Yay.
That makes me even less interested to see the new Solo now.
Yay. I haven't seen Solo yet, so I can't tell.
Well,
if
it's
he's
not out
gonna-
yet. So.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I haven't seen it yet, so
Yeah,
I
that's
can't.
true.
I can't trade.
Judge it from the
I'm,
trailers.
but yeah, no, I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm just saying I can't get excited about it, and the prospect that this is launching a new trilogy that they're just gonna have shove in there between everything else.
Heck, this was news to me. I didn't even know they're turning this into a trilogy.
Yeah, everything's trilogies now.
Yeah.
But like,
Except Rogue One.
yeah.
It's kinda
See,
hard
that's
to
the
get.
thing is that Rogue One was so good. Maybe it just set the bar too high for the Star Wars spin-offs. But like,
Can't make a trilogy out of Rogue One. You can try,
Exactly.
but it's gonna be a really boring
It's
movie.
gonna be, yeah. You go even farther back. What they were doing beforehand.
What the dad was doing before.
Like,
We could
what the
get.
fuck do you do?
We might
How do
get
you
more.
make that a trilogy at this point?
We might get more
Right,
Jar Jar
Colin?
Binks.
but
Oh,
yeah,
they didn't die. They got off the thing.
You watch, what is it, New Hope or Empire Strikes Back?
Shit.
I know, right?
I don't know what the fuck you do. So, what's his nuts? Aiden Ironreich? I think I said that right.
Sure.
Is returning as the iconic character Han Solo after his upcoming standalone Star Wars movie next month. The actor let slip that he's actually signed for 3 movies. He knows he's getting into it's a deeper commitment than just one movie. Even Ford couldn't quit after just one. I don't think he had much of a choice,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
I asked Heinrich how many he signed up for. 3, he says, then flinches, understanding that he may have just created a disturbance in the Force.
Accurate.
Oops. Big oops. You know, Tanner, what you're feeling about this Han Solo movie is how I feel about Ant-Man and Wasp.
What?
I can't.
Okay.
The bad guy looks cool. The villain looks cool.
And
but,
I love the actress playing her too.
Yeah, but
I'm just like, man, I don't feel like I need to see it.
I'm pumped for it. I like the fact that you briefly saw that we might be seeing the Pimverse.
Yeah.
The Quantum Realm.
Yeah.
Yay.
I don't know if they have. There might be a rights issue with them being able to say the word microverse, so they might have to stick with Quantum Realm.
Or they can go with Pimverse.
The Pimverse.
And also, I legitimately think that first trailer is bad.
Did you see the new trailer though? That came out
Yeah,
yesterday?
the new one.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did.
Okay.
I thought it was meh.
Oh. Okay.
Well, the more I see, the less I'm like, yeah.
I feel so bad for Ant-Man and
I
Wasp.
was like, I want to like it, and it's just like.
I feel so bad for Ant-Man and Wasp because it's coming off 2, like, really...
3, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3, like, super... Like, Marvel is, like, 2 recent big hits, and then Deadpool
This wasn't coming out after Infinity War.
I'd be a little
Yeah,
bit more
that is
interested.
one thing against it, and I really think that when they started off the Phase 3 announcements, they didn't have Spider-Man or the Ant-Man sequel in there, and they just kind of shoved them in there and moved some stuff back, but they kept the Infinity Wars where they were, and I think they should have moved Infinity War so it was after Ant-Man and Wasp.
Yeah, but then it would have been like,
They
well,
needed that
why
new
isn't
one.
Ant-Man in Infinity War now?
Well, but if they moved that, then they could have given a reason. They could have put Ant-Man in Infinity War.
Yeah. Something. I don't know. It's just. It's a catch-22.
Yeah. Did you like the first Ant-Man?
I haven't watched it.
Oh, you okay? Well, you should try watching the first Ant-Man.
I
Then.
keep trying, and I'm just like,
Nah.
I'm bored. leave.
Really? You get bored in Ant-Man?
Yeah.
I finally sat through it. Like, it's not a bad movie. It's just, in the terms of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it's like...
I'm not gonna lie. When Paul Rudd shows up in Civil War, I forgot who the fuck he was.
What is he doing again?
What's Paul Rudd doing here?
Sorry.
Oh yeah, you're Ant-Man!
Paul Rudd comes as actor Paul Rudd in it.
Dude, that would be really funny.
I'll help out.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Cap's team's really fucking weak this time.
Yeah. Like I want to get excited for it, but it has so much to beat. It like has so much to be like, this is what you're coming off the back of.
But don't think of it like don't think of it as them trying to beat Infinity War.
Yeah.
Think of it as the breather between Infinity War and Avengers 4 next year.
It's a mid-shelf.
The palate cleanser.
It's like the mint after... No, because some mints are shitty.
Yeah.
It's like a light dessert, and then next year Captain Marvel's the appy.
So like the BP's mint.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still looking forward to Captain Marvel though.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That's what I'm looking forward to. Is there anything else in between then?
nothing. So.
No?
Well, Venom, but
That's not
that-
Marvel.
MCU
if you
specific.
ask Sony, it's part of it.
Yeah.
Hey Sony, is Venom gonna have any fucking part of this shit? Not really! Okay. Have fun!
Maybe Spider-Man might show up. Maybe.
Have a bunch of the symbiote losers show up. I don't know.
Apparently, they're interviewing Amy Pascal, who's like one of the Sony head honchos, and Kevin Feige about Venom, and they asked, like, is Venom going to be part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe? And Amy Pascal was like, oh yes, definitely. And Kevin Feige just gave her a look.
It's like,
Fucking since when?
when was this talked about? Just now.
What about Deadpool? Oh yeah. Really.
I think they said that, like, at most it'll be the similar relationship to the TV shows have with the movies, where the TV shows acknowledge the movies and the movies pretend the TV shows don't exist.
I would love so much for like Deadpool to come in the next Infinity War movie.
Yeah.
Just look at Thanos and go,
No, this ain't my fight.
I'm good!
I'm good.
it's like, I liked you better. I liked you better when you had a metal arm.
Oh, that would be good. That would be fucking good. Speaking of the TV shows, apparently Daredevil reportedly too busy stopping Bodega Shoplifter to help fight Thanos. So that's why he wasn't there.
He makes a very good point in that it could have been a ninja.
Yeah, it could have been. It could have been.
Could have
So
been
many
a hand.
ninjas.
So, news from New York. The Devil of Hell's Kitchen, a mass vigilante known as Daredevil, was reportedly too busy fighting a shoplifter to join humanity's last hope, the Avengers, in their all-out war against Thanos. The Titanian Eternal?
What are you trying to say?
I don't know.
Hang on.
Eternal? Titanian...
Where is it?
Eternal?
The Titanian Eternal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to wipe out half of life across the universe. Sources close to the incident report that the alleged shoplifter was attempting to steal $6 bacon and egg cheese roll on a roll at an uptown bodega. It's very important to me to protect my hometown, Hell's Kitchen, a small, mostly upper-class neighborhood in New York. Daredevil explained it as 4 armed aliens known as Outriders pillage the streets of Manhattan. What if that bodega guy turned out to be a ninja, huh? There are a lot of ninjas running around here, and someone needs to stop them.
I really want this to be in an episode.
Yeah.
Like them interviewing, it's like, why didn't you go? Why didn't you
stop
go?
those fucking alien dudes? It's like, not my fight.
Is Manhattan in Hell's Kitchen? No.
See, we have our sectors, but there's an agreed coalition of New York superheroes, and we have our sections.
That Spider-Man has his neighborhood.
He's got
Queens,
and also Manhattan.
Yeah,
it's covered by him. Luke Cage has Harlem. Iron Fist has
something.
I don't know,
I
Long
think-
Island.
I think he wants to move into Harlem too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones. Fucking all over the place. She's
no idea.
a detective.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, at least we know why
that comes
Daredevil...
from The Hard Times.
Well, at least we know that Daredevil's still around.
Yeah. He's good.
Damn. I got kind of
If
excited
you
for
want
a second.
stuff to laugh at, go look at Hard Drive. On The Hard Times. News coming from Hasbro.
Listen, boys. Remember a few months ago when Hasbro bought the toy rights for Power Rangers from Bandai of America, and there was a little footnote at the end of that article, and it's like, oh, by the way, in 2 years they have the option to buy the entire franchise from Haim Saban. Well, they just fucking did it now. They did it.
They picked up the option.
That refurbished Power Rangers logo that says Saban's Power Rangers, fucking cross out that Saban, because now it's Hasbro all the way, baby. So, we're not sure what necessarily is going to happen. All we know for sure is that Power Rangers will still be on the air until 2021, I believe the contract is, with Nickelodeon. Yes. So, next season is Beast Morphers, which is the adaptation of Tokimei Sentai Go Busters. And then, we don't necessarily know what we're going to get after that, because it's possible that Hasbro could renegotiate the TV contract and get more episodes a season, which means that they wouldn't have to keep splitting the adaptations into 2 half seasons of 20 episodes a year. So we could start to catch up to where the Sentai is at some point. There's also the ones that people are more interested in is the video games and comic book side of things. Because right now, Boom Studios is doing all the Power Rangers comics, but IDW has the licensing agreement with Hasbro, so they can do G.I. Joe and Transformers and My Little Pony and whatever else Hasbro has.
And the crossovers.
Sure.
Oh, the crossover.
So there is this question of, is Power Rangers going to stay at Boom, or will it have to be moved to IDW? And if that does so, are they going to be able to keep doing the same storylines, or are they going to have to change writers, change creators? We don't know!
Surprisingly, in the recent news, they decided they're moving them to Udon Comics for some reason.
Udon. Those are the guys who did the Street Fighter comics.
Yeah.
And then with the video games, it's kind of the same. With the video games, it's kind of a similar thing, except I'm not actually familiar with who's publishing the video games. It's just a question of will Hasbro want to make any changes to who's publishing them or putting them out?
I haven't seen one of the video games.
Well, they're all mobile games right now.
Okay, that makes sense.
If they use the same guys who made the last couple Transformers games, they're golden.
But yeah, so we really are still in a waiting period. It's really big, and a lot of people are confident that this is going to be the shot in the arm that the series needs. Because Hasbro is usually able, like with Transformers kind of had an iffy time, but they're usually able to bring it back, and they don't need to rely on Bayformers to do it.
Email us and somehow print money. Yeah. As much as we want to say it doesn't, it does.
Transformers will always print money.
Yep.
But yeah, that's basically the Power Rangers news. Is that it's big news, but at the same time, we really don't know a lot. We really just kind of wait and see what happens. Oh yeah, the other thing was that Power Morphicon will probably be this will probably be the last year of Power Morphicon.
Oh no.
And then, because Hasbro already has its own dedicated convention. Yeah. So they'll probably take the Power Morphicon infrastructure and incorporate it into their own thing. Because Power Morphicon, it's not a fan convention, it is a professional convention. That's where they announce news about Power Rangers and have the cast reveals for the new seasons. So if there's a Power Rangers fan convention somewhere, you're fine. Hasbro's not going to come for you. But because this was something made by Bandai and Nickelodeon and Saban, basically, two of those things are no longer involved. So it's going to be moving to Hasbro. HasbroCon or whatever it's called.
Has been con.
Weak. I'm not involved in this harmonizing of bullshit.
Beautiful.
Should have been in choir, man. Should have been in choir. Probably would have kept me in school more. In surprising news, Nintendo president Tatsumi Kimishima is retiring in June, and Satoru Shibata steps down as the head of Nintendo Europe. So Nintendo recently announced that their current president and the head of Nintendo EU are all stepping down. Kimishima was the 5th president, having stepped into the role following the passing of Satoru Iwata in 2015. Kimishima joined Nintendo as Chief Financial Officer of the Pokemon division, eventually rising to President of Pokemon USA in 2001. Following years, Kimishima would be promoted within Nintendo himself, becoming chairman of the board, then managing director, before finally taking president position. Kimishima will be succeeded by 46-year-old Shuntaro Furukawa. Furukawa currently holds multiple positions within Nintendo, having been with the company for almost 25 years. So pretty much since he got out of university, I assume. Already director and managing general officer, Furukawa is also the GM of corporate planning and the supervisor of corporate analysis and administrations division. Our personnel news: Nintendo EU President Satoru Shibata has also decided to leave his position. Shibata has made regular appearances on Nintendo Direct streams and headed up in Nintendo Europe division since 2000. Is expected to take a new position in Japan on the company's board of directors. So, some shuffling, more or less.
Yeah.
Rich people retiring and rich people moving to different places.
I think it was pretty much known that Kimishima was more of a Band-Aid solution to the current structure of Nintendo when Iwata passed away.
Yeah.
But he's done a pretty good job since then. And now they have a guy who's been with the company for 25 years, like half the guy's life.
Yeah.
Furukawa has been a part of Nintendo. So, there's a guy you want to be your leader. That's probably a guy.
He's got some wisdom behind him.
Yeah. And in other news with Nintendo, details about the Nintendo Switch Online service to be revealed next month. President Kimishima was speaking to the company's latest financial report, has stated that detailed information pertaining to the launch of Nintendo Switch Online service will be revealed early in May. Nintendo Switch Online, a paid subscription service that will expand the online functionality of Nintendo Switch, will begin in September of this year. The service will provide consumers with richness of online features and allow them to continuously enjoy Nintendo Switch. More information will be presented on the website early May. Little is known about the features of Switch Online, or what it will bring to the table. We do know that it is priced substantially less than similar subscription services, expected to cost around $20 per year. The service will allow for online play and access to a library of classic games. Hopefully we'll find more about this soon.
$20 isn't a bad price for
That's a really good price compared to PSN and Xbox Live being $60 a year.
And to give us access to classic games.
Yeah.
I remember when I bought my PS4s, I didn't buy PSN because I'm I don't play online games at all, and also I'm why am I gonna spend $60 on something I'm not gonna use?
Yeah.
So I did it with Live, and fuck, that was expensive.
Yeah.
Yep. The only good thing about PSN was the PlayStation Plus and getting free games every month, as long as they were interesting.
Yeah.
And also occasional deals. Other than that, I'm not playing Call of Duty right now, so I don't need it. And I'm playing a lot of single player, so.
Playing single player games, why do I need PSN?
I don't fucking need that shit. Get that garbage out of here. And that does it for news.
What about Red Dead?
Oh yeah, Red Dead. Hey, how about that Red Dead
Gotta
trailer?
slip in that red diddle dad.
Dilly who did. That's a trailer.
I mean, I'm already excited for this game.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I need to go back. I need to go back. I'm probably gonna go back this summer and play the original Red Dead Redemption. It's not like I don't remember everything that's happened. It's just
No, you can yell at Sasquatch.
Yeah.
And-
You eat babies!
But I'm excited for Red Dead 2. It looks awesome.
Look forward to it. Yeah.
I like when it's coming out too. It's like right as we're getting into around winter season.
A lot more stuff's coming out in October now, like right before Black Friday and all that.
It's which is smart because then stores can be like, "Hey, we got deals on the Red Dead. You want the Red Dead? We have the Red Dead.
Got the Red Dead. You want the Red Dead? We got that Red Dead."
Because it's also
Don't coat our floors with red to go get Red Dead 2.
Because it's also like that way, PlayStation and Xbox can, on their stores, can have like the deals there, which is how I always buy games. Because if I'm gonna buy a game on deal, it's like those are usually better. And less chance
That's a good one too.
Yeah, and less chance of me getting tackled over a copy of the game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, games are already expensive coming out. Though I do kind of want to pre-order the game so I can just have it day one guaranteed.
I pre-ordered the game and like, as I go in, because I do go in a few times like just to buy filler games sometimes, and when I go in, it's like, oh yeah, can I put some money on my pre-order? That's what I did for God of War, so I didn't.
Yeah. Put $1 on my pre-order.
You don't even have to put money down on the pre-order.
Oh, you can just put your name down more or less?
I just put my name, like for Red Dead, it's like, do I need to... I went into EB Games and they're like, do you want to pre-order any other games? And I'm like, I don't know. It's like, I don't really want to spend more money than I already am today. He's like, oh, you don't have to put money down. You just put your name on the list, and if you want, you can put more money down later. I'm like, give me Red Dead 2 then.
I think it depends on the console you buy, because if you pre-order on, because if you pre-order PC, they don't sell PC games well at their stores, so yeah, it's like, oh, you're buying the PC version, it's like, oh, we're going to want you to put money down on this.
Yeah.
So you actually buy it.
Yeah.
And
because otherwise then it's just sitting.
Because funny story is I pre-ordered the collector's edition for Sonic Mania, but by the time it came out, I was suffering some money problems, so I didn't go out to buy it. I had put $5 down on it. Like 3 months later, it's like, I have the money for it. I wonder if they still have it. I called them up. It's like, yeah, we still have it. It's sitting up on the top of their glass case. They bring it down and then wipe the dust off. And it's like, yeah, no, we still have it. It's like, yes. Nobody bought it.
That's why I want to put money down. And it's like, as soon as you put money down, it's like, you have bought your copy of the game. If you have your name on it, it's just, oh, you just had a name.
Yeah. Doesn't mean if you got money down, it's going to sit there until you pay it off. It's like a loan. It's like a mortgage.
Mortgage on a video game.
Yeah.
The more you know.
And now we've come full circle.
G.I. Joe.
I know it is half the battle.
The other half is violence.
G.I. Joe! Fuck.
Watch that Raptors game the other night, and that got painful to watch by the end. Fucking Fred VanVleet goes for the game-winning shot and hits the back of the rim. And then, like, they had everyone's there. Everyone's there. They're all trying to get the fucking basket. And goes out the side. LeBron James gets it, calls time out.
Fuck you, LeBron James.
Fucking goddamn. And then they do it again in overtime.
I was laughing.
Fred VanVleet shoots the shot and doesn't get it, and it's over.
I was listening to the radio this morning. It's like, Raptors lost to LeBron James.
Point.
It's like Raptors lost to LeBron James and air quotes Cavaliers.
Like he's got no team.
It's just him.
He's got no team.
It's just him.
I think that was the first game someone on the team got 20 points. Like J.R. Smith actually got 20 points.
Yeah, someone
it's
other
like-
than LeBron did something.
Someone else other than LeBron did something. You know what else you could do? You can help out LeBron James by being a better teammate than half his fucking team. But also, you can send an email to the Superfun Podcast via the Superfun Podcast email, which is thesuperfunnetwork@gmail.com. What's that, Austin?
thesuperfunnetwork@gmail.com.
What's that, Tanner?
That was really fucking creepy. Did you turn to ET at the end?
E.T. send email.
Now you sound like Slow-Mo Rodriguez.
E.T. I'm not going for different voices for this shit.
We also discovered while sitting in line for Infinity War that Tanner has a mean Donald Duck impression.
Except we want people to understand what the email is, so...
Send your email to thesuperfunnetwork@gmail.com.
Someone can do a Donald Goofy impression, and someone can do a Mickey impression. This would be perfect. Oh boy! Oh boy!
See, anyone can do a Mickey impression, really. And Goofy, for that matter. Donald is the power move.
Yeah, Donald. But if you do the Holy Trinity, then Disney comes knocking at your door.
Yeah. It's
So you just get a message on your phone that's like, you stop what the fuck you're doing right now.
You know, Disney said, yeah, it's like, you get like a voice note, and it's the mouse. Shut the fuck up!
Don't fucking move!
Don't fucking test me, bitch! And hangs up the phone. Next day, like a Mickey bobblehead shows up at the door. We're dead.
Shit. We know too much. They know too much.
Oh, God.
They went too far. We went too far. Those are my lines. Those are his lines. Fucking Pablo Francisco.
I love those.
Genius.
I remember watching those on YouTube, and they played his cutscenes to, like, Naruto cutscenes.
Yeah, I remember watching those too. Fuck. Goddamn. We don't have
Sort of
any
the
emails
end
this
of the
week.
train there, but you can
goddamn
send
it,
your
bummers.
emails to Super Friend Network.
Oh,
Oh, did I fuck it up?
Yep.
yeah, you did.
God damn it!
You're getting.
I thought I had it.
You were close. It's the
It's
Super Fun Network at gmail.com.
We're not the Super Friends podcast.
Not yet.
Not yet.
That's the next podcast.
We become the Super Friends.
That'd be a great opening line, though.
Oh yeah.
Great intro.
We just played the Super Friends intro.
Form of salt.
Shape of water. Turn into the fish man. Big fish penis. I want some of that.
Dear God. I thought Tanner and his what that tongue do for Venom thing was bad. You and your fish penis. Fishman penis.
Wait, let me see if there's any slash fic of Venom and Fishboy yet.
Mutual pining. Slow burn. What was the Holy Trinity? What was that thing I reblogged? Oh fuck.
Mutual pining, slow burn. There was another
There's
one.
a third one. Friends to lovers. That's
Yes.
it. Yeah. The Holy Trinity. That's all I look for on AO3 at this point. Also, angst. Angst.
No, nothing yet.
Fuck. Well, you know what you gotta do now.
Well, I'm busy writing Infinity War fic, okay?
You can
My very first one was an eggs fic. I'll send it to you.
Double up,
Double
double
down.
down.
Waffle double down.
Monster fucker, double down.
Yeah, you be that Clint.
That was so close.
It was so close, but I got it.
It's like it was so close to that line, but you got that.
I got it.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, that gives him heart eyes is the most cursed one.
I like one with the googly eyes.
That one's better. Also, the one with like Venom, fucking like is fucking the mask coming out is like we are Venom, and it's just googly eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Well,
Yep.
I feel like we should end this.
Break for
end
dinner,
this now.
come back,
Yeah.
and we gonna cry.
We're gonna talk about Infinity War in an hour. Yeah.
From now.
From
but
now.
for you guys,
It'll
you
be a
could
day.
literally just click the link to the Cold Ones podcast.
Yeah, you can.
Unless you already listened to that one. And then you're
got
here
the
after that
power.
one.
What?
It's fucking time stone.
But
shit.
whatever you do, do not watch the cold ones before you watch Infinity War. Because I don't want to see a comment being like, you guys ruined the movie for me. Fuck you. We warned you.
Spoilers. A spoiler warning in the title of the video.
Why did you tell me that Squidward dies?
Oh no. I can't believe Goku killed Naruto in Infinity War. Alright, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 Bye.